The rescue operation at the illegal breeding facility had saved 97 predator cubs from horrific conditions. But salvation had become its own crisis. The cubs, traumatized beyond measure, reacted to every rescuer with pure terror, phasing out of reality, creating defensive gravity fields, releasing fear toxins that sent entire medical teams to intensive care. Dr. Zura Okonkwo wasn't supposed to be there. She was the station's janitor, finishing her night shift when the emergency sirens wailed. But when she heard the cubs' cries echoing through the ventilation system, sounds of pure, primal fear, something in her couldn't walk away. She entered the containment bay to find chaos. Medical staff in full hazmat gear tried approaching the cubs, who pressed themselves into corners. Some literally tried to phase through walls to escape. A void stalker pup had partially shifted dimensions, half its body translucent with panic. Twin shadow maw cubs huddled together, all 12 eyes shut tight, keening at frequencies that spoke of expected death. "Everyone out," Zara said quietly. Security Chief Vorn turned, his scales flashing irritation. "This is a restricted." Zara was already walking past him, pulling off her janitorial gloves. She sat down in the middle of the floor, closed her eyes, and began to hum. Not a song. Not quite. It was something deeper, a vibration that came from her chest, a sound her grandmother had made while cooking, her mother while gardening. A human sound of being present, alive, safe. The first change was subtle. The void stalker pup solidified slightly. Just a fraction, but enough for the monitors to detect. "What is she doing?" Dr. Kellix whispered. Zara continued humming, not moving, not reaching out. Just sitting, being. After 3 minutes, she pulled out her lunch. A crystal raptor cub, barely larger than a house cat, crept forward. Its crystalline body was cracked from abuse, refracting light in painful angles. It stopped just outside Zara's reach, watching her eat. She tore off a piece of bread and placed it on the floor between them. Not reaching toward the cub, not trying to lure it, just sharing. The cub inched forward, grabbed the bread, and retreated. But not as far. One by one, other cubs began moving. Not approaching, not yet, but uncurling from their defensive positions. The Shadow Maw twins opened one eye each. The Graviton bear cub stopped warping space around itself. "Impossible," Chief Vorn muttered. "We've tried everything. Pheromone therapy, telepathic commerce, even sedatives. Why aren't they terrified of her?" Dr. Kellix ran every scan available. "She's completely baseline human. No special abilities, no unique chemical signature, nothing that should." He stopped, staring at one reading. "What?" Vorn demanded. "Her heartbeat, her breathing. They're perfectly steady, completely calm. But more than that," Kellix pulled up the facility's records. "She's been here every night for 2 years. Same shift, same routes, same humming. The cubs have been here for 6 months. So, they've been listening to her through the vents. Every night, while being tortured during the day, they heard her at night. Constant, unchanging, safe." Zara had finished her sandwich. She pulled out an apple, cut it into pieces with a small knife, and arranged them in a circle around her. An offering, not a trap. The crystal raptor was first, darting in to grab a piece. Then a plasma drake hatchling, its internal fires dimmed to barely warm. Within an hour, all 97 cubs had crept close enough to take food. When Zara finally stood to leave 6 hours later, the cubs followed. Not because she commanded or called, but because in their world of pain, the constant, the night sound of safety, the steady heartbeat of someone who never hurt them. "How did you know?" Dr. Kellix asked her later. Zara shrugged. "I didn't, but I remember being a child, scared of monsters under my bed. My grandmother would hum while she cleaned. Same sound every night. Eventually, I realized the monsters never came when she was humming." She looked back at the cubs, now sleeping peacefully for the first time since their rescue. "Every frightened baby needs to know there's one sound that means safety. I just gave them one.